This pressure. Yeah, pressure.
Alright, story time, guys. So, as I mentioned in my introduction video, that I used to do YouTube with my mom and my aunt. So, a little year ago, we started a YouTube page called Just Us Plus Nicole. The page was doing good. Like I said, I was not getting paid for it, but hey, it was doing good. And me and my mom was losing weight, and for years, once y'all get to learn me, I tried a lot of things to do to lose weight. So finally doing it with my mom and my aunt, it was going smooth, losing weight, cut. I was loving it. So, like a couple of months into doing it, I did have my ups and downs with doing YouTube because the editing part of it, I hated it. I even hated recording because I was not a camera person. Like, I hated being in the camera because I hated the way I look. I hated taking pictures. But shoot, now I'm starting to do a little more. I'm starting to take pictures. I'm starting to, record myself, be on camera, and I'm kind of loving it. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm starting to, like I said, I'm learning to love myself, and I'm starting to love the way I look. But not to get off subject, but the YouTube page was just about us losing weight, and a couple of months after doing it, um, I had the worst experience of my life happen to me. If anybody that knows me know that I love my mama to the moon and back. Me and my mama may argue or do whatever, go through our ups and downs. But when I tell you I love that woman to the moon and back, I do, because it's always been just me and my mama. So yes, I am a mama's girl. It has always been my mama. She's my rock. She's my everything. So I'm trying not to cry, because yes, even though I'm this big old fluffy stud, I am still very sensitive, and you learned that too. But anyway, so my mama had took me to work that day. I was working here in Fayetteville. Right now I'm visiting my mama in Fayetteville, but I live in Raleigh. But that being story time too. But I was visiting my mama in I was going to work. My mama took me to work, and we had gotten into it that morning. If a lot of people know me, I get irritated quick. I stress over little stuff quick, and it causes me to, get irritated with folks. Like, cause I just feel like things should go a certain way, things should happen a certain way. If it ain't going my way, it irritates me. But I'm working on that too. But me and my mom was in the car, and I fussed her out or whatever before I went to work. So we wasn't speaking. So usually, when I'm working throughout the day, I hit my mama and check up on her. But on this particular day, I didn't. So when I went on my lunch break, I get a phone call. It wasn't private. It was a regular 910 number. So, I'm thinking like, I don't know who could be calling, but let me check it out. Boom. Answer the phone, and I'm going to keep it a grin. I'm not racist or nothing, but it was a Hispanic man that, was on the line. And he was like, yes, can I speak to Candace Johnson? I'm like, this is she. He was like, yes. First he started off asking me, my uncle, did I know so-and-so? I'm not going to say people's name, but, he asked me, did I know so-and-so? And he was talking about my uncle, and I was like, yeah, and at this particular time, my uncle had owned a business on Yakin Road, and my mama was preparing for an event at that business. So the man knew my uncle's name. He knew the name of my uncle's business. He was like, well, I'm just calling you to tell you that, one of your family members have been involved in a car accident. I'm like, at this time, people know me. I stress easy. I worry bad. Like, so I was like, who? And he was like, some lady named Sharon Johnson. For people that don't know, my mama's name is Sharon Johnson. Some lady named Sharon Johnson. She was driving in a silver Impala, and people that know me, I drive a silver Impala. And like I said, my mom dropped me off at work that day, so she had my car. So he was like, yeah, she drives a silver Impala. Like, this dude even gave my license plates number. Like, so I knew at that moment it was real. And I was like, I'm asking the dude, freaking out. Like, I had walked out of the break room. Like I said, I was at work, so I was on my lunch break. I walked out of the break room. I was like, she okay? Like, I'm freaking out, because I just knew that my mama didn't die the way this man was, like, taking forever. Have you ever experienced something that feel like everything going in slow motion? But at that point, it was feeling like everything was moving slow. I felt like I had to literally poop, throw up, and everything at the same time. I was freaking out. So I'm like, is she okay? He was like, yes, but this is a situation. And I was listening like the situation. He was like, okay. So I'm going to explain it to y'all exactly how this dude explained it to me. Some people probably be like, Candace, why you ain't think that this just sounded dumb? But look, when it comes to my mom and somebody tell me they did something to my mom, I'm freaking out. He was like, yeah, she's okay, but, you know, it was a 3-car accident on Yakin Road by the BP. People know Yakin Road's the BP right there. It's a Papa John's, and then my uncle business was right across the street from there. So he was like, yeah, somebody hit your mama from behind, and then she hit me and my brother from behind. This is what the Hispanic man is saying. He said, when she hit us from behind, we ran into a pole, and my brother messed up his leg, but we can't afford to go to the doctor. He said, because me and my brother are runaways from Mexico, and we trying to get back over the border. He said, so when I got out, when my other brother, he said it was 3 of them in the car. It was him and his 2 brothers. He said, when my other brother got out the car to go check on your mom, he said your mama was screaming, and he said he was telling your mom to calm down, and she wouldn't. So he got nervous and punched your mama in the face. So instantly, people know I do not mother freaking play about my mama on God. I'll go to jail for my mama. Like, you do something to my mama, I'm not worried about the consequences. I'm finna cut the fuck up. So literally, that's how I was feeling at that moment. Like, I'm ready to kill somebody. So he was like, yeah. So since we didn't have the money and we couldn't afford to go to the hospital, we decided to, you know, kidnap your mother. At this time, y'all, when I say I was feeling like it was the end of the world, like I was thinking the worst, like, boom. So he was like, this is the deal. We got your mama. He was like, if you want your mama back, you have to get us $30,000. He said, you get us $30,000 or we're going to kill your mama. I just knew at the moment my mom was dead because I did not have no $30,000. Nowhere near saved up, so I'm really losing my mind. At this point, no, I was not crying. I was just losing my mind, freaking out. And so the guy was like, do not call the police. Do not get nobody else involved. He said, you do not want no problems. Like, seriously, we would kill your mama. He said, do not even call your mama phone. So my nerves were so bad. Like, literally, when I said I felt like I had to poop and throw up at the same time, like, my world was over. Like, I knew I was going to end up in mental health, like, after losing my mom. It was just crazy. So he was like, I was like, can I speak to my mama and make sure she okay? He was like, well, you can't speak to her because we got her mouth muffled up because she was doing a lot of screaming. And he was like, but I'm going to let you hear her. He was like, but if she scream, I'm letting you know I'm going to kill her. I said, so, you know, I ain't never heard my mama scream or nothing, you know. So, you know, and how everything moving, like, I'm thinking like, yo, this cannot be life. So I hear a woman in the background literally sounding like, And I was like, is she okay? He was like, her eye is swollen from my brother punching her in the eye. He said, but this is what I need you to do. I need you to go to Walmart, get these cars. Now, these, like, the little, I guess they was like the little green dot cars to put the money on, whatever. And literally, I was trying to get this dude my whole bank account over the phone. Like, I ain't much in there, but it was going to be something. So he was like, nah, I need it on the green dot card. And I was okay. So at this time, my manager came up. And I remember the guy said, don't get nobody involved. So I'm just listening to the man talk on the phone, but I muted it. And I told my manager at the time what was going on. And he was like, Candace, it's a prank call. Da, da, da. So I'm looking at him like, you fucking asshole. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, you fucking asshole. Like, how you gonna tell somebody that's going through what I'm going through that, oh, it's a prank call? How the fuck you know it's a prank call? Because I can't call my mama to verify if this is really real or not. Like, so I was mad because he used to be a police officer, so he thought he knew everything. Like, you can't tell somebody that when that situation is happening and just expect them to believe. That's what it is. So I'm literally freaking out. So I get back on the phone with the man. He's talking, and then so he was like, "I'm gonna let you talk to your mama." And he was like, he took the. I can hear him like really like in the background like pulling the muff off the mouth, and then the woman screamed. Lord, when I say I died inside, I died. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I started to cry a little bit. And the guy was like, no, calm down, don't cry. Because I don't want nobody around you to know you crying because they're going to be asking what's wrong. And I'm going to kill your mama. I'm not playing. This is the last time I'm telling you. Like, this guy is literally on the other end fussing me out. Then I thought about it. Like, this morning when my mom dropped me off, she had my Aunt Nicole. If people don't know, y'all will learn. My Aunt Nicole, she has special needs. She does not talk or nothing. So that instantly freaked me out because Nicole means a lot to me. Like, I really don't post about her and stuff because people in this world are judgmental. But I love my aunt. And I don't care how anybody feels no more. I used to care about a lot of stuff, but not to get off the subject, but I'm going to say this real quick. I used to care about what a lot of people think, so I really didn't post my Aunt Nicole because if anybody would have talked about my aunt, it was war, and I'm not playing. But anyway, I asked her, said, well, do you have my Aunt Nicole? Family members and people, friends that know Nicole, she carries her little pink and white purse. This dude even knew about her pink and white purse. So you couldn't even tell me this wasn't real. This dude didn't knew my mama name. He knew my mama number. He knew my number, the color of my car, my license plate number. He knew about my uncle business. He knew my uncle name. Like, you couldn't tell me this shit wasn't real. I'm telling my manager all this while I got the man on mute so he won't know I'm talking to somebody. You couldn't tell me this wasn't real. Ain't nobody finna know all this and this shit ain't real. So I'm really mad at my manager now. So he was like, oh, your aunt's cool. She's sitting in the corner. She's not speaking. Why she's not fucking talking? And I explained to the man, I said, look, she's special needs. She does not talk. She's just going to sit there. So I'm like freaking out, y'all. This is going on. At this time, I was already on the phone for about, no lie, probably about a little over 30 minutes. And I'm trying to figure out what to do because, my manager tell me, oh, well, I can't let you leave the job. I can't, let you get a car to go get what you need because, I'm looking like, what? Like, yo, to me, that's selfish. Like, that's messed up. Like, he could have even, like, this man was not trying to help me out. Like, really, I really have a hatred towards this man. Like, dead ass. Like, you wasn't trying to help me out, period. Then he offers, when it's almost 40 minutes into the call, he's like, oh, well, I can take you to where you need to go. And he was like, do you have the money? I'm like, no, I ain't got that type of money, but I'm finna try to get this dude something. So the dude I unmuted the dude, and he was like, this the plan. I need to go to Walmart, get the green dot cards, put the money on it. And he said, we're going to meet you at your uncle's business, and we will give you your mama back and your aunt back once you give us the money. So I tell my manager straight up, people know me, I do own a gun. I told my manager straight up, look, I need you to take me to my house so I can get my gun. Because soon as we make this swap, I'm going to blow that motherfucker head off. Like, this dude at my mama, you got me bent. So the man, I was like, man, I really need to talk to my mama. And he was like, do not call your mama phone. If her phone ring, I got her phone right here. And once again, he quoted me my mama number. He said, I swear to God, I'm a killer. Boom. Right then and there, no lie, y'all, I get a text from my mama. Now, my mama didn't know what time I went to lunch, but I get a text from my mama's phone. She said, what do you want for lunch? And I started, thinking in my head, is this the man seeing if I'm going to text it back, or is this my mama really asked me what I want for lunch? Because I'm already on lunch, but she didn't know what time my lunch was. So, y'all know, I took a chance. I said, mama, call me ASAP. FaceTime me ASAP. She said, okay. No lie, the FaceTime call was coming through. I said, Lord, I'm finna take this risk. Answer phone. No lie, y'all. On God, it was my mama and her friend, because earlier that day, her and her friend was going out to eat. It was my mama and her friend. When I say I hit the ground, I'm not going to tell y'all where I work, but where I work, basically, I was outside. Customers was there. Coworkers was there. I hit the ground, fell to my knees, and bust out crying. My mama on the end of the phone like, what's going on? So my manager took my phone and he was explaining to her like, ma'am, your daughter was literally on the phone. Like at this time, I was on the phone with this man for 45 minutes. And he was explaining to my mama everything that was happening. He was like, you need to come and get your daughter. Y'all, I'm outside crying, screaming, bawling like a baby, shaking, my nerves bad. So where I work at, we have a little picnic table in the back. So my manager had took me back there, and I'm sitting there back there bawling, crying, and one of my coworkers, also my ex, and y'all hear story time about her too, but she came back there and sat with me till my mama came. Like when my mama came around that corner, y'all, when I say I hugged that lady so tight, because like I told y'all earlier, we had got into it when she dropped me off. And when all this was happening, all I can remember is my last memory is going to be me cursing my mama out. Who in the hell wants that on their conscience? Not me. Like, come on, I'm not that bad of a person. I love my mama to death, but, you know, we get into our little ups and downs. Man, when I say I hugged my mama so tight, even my mama felt it. Like to this day, she was like, Candace, like the way you hugged me, like y'all. When I said that was the worst part of my life, and you know, we did get the police involved. We talked to the police and everything, and the police was like, you know, do y'all post all this on your social media? Like, how would they know all this information? And then I was like, the only way they could know is through YouTube, because, you know, when I did YouTube, I used to record in front of our house and in front of my car. When we went to the park, people see my car, the back of my car. I'm sure they see my license plate. They seen my Aunt Nicole with her little favorite white and pink purse. And I even, like me and my mama, like my mama, you know, does event planning. So like I said, that time she was doing a event for my uncle at his place of business. So she recorded on Facebook, like she was live on Facebook at my uncle's business, and the address of course was available. My mama's cell phone was online because like I said, my mama's an event planner. So all that stuff was literally available to this person that did this call to me. Like literally, y'all, it was the worst of my life. And right there, I didn't want to do YouTube no more, because at that point, I didn't realize how much I was giving out information for people to do this. So right now, at this moment, I do not answer calls that I do not know. If your number ain't saved in my phone, I do not answer it. You better leave a message. And also, I know I drive my mama crazy, because literally, I call her all the time now. Now that, you know, I no longer live in favor, I'm calling my mama all the time. And literally, if my mama don't answer, like, I freak out. I start having a little panic attack. And you can ask my mom when she comes in the videos, because she will be featuring my videos. Like, I literally have a little panic attack. I be freaking the fuck out. It's been times, like, after the situation that happened, like, you know, when I had moved to Raleigh, I'll call my mom. She didn't answer. Literally, y'all, I'm calling my uncle that lived down the street. Hey, can you go check and see if my mama okay? She not answering the phone. Like, my mama's my world. Like, I love that lady to the moon and the back. Like, so that is why, you know, I had stopped doing YouTube, because I didn't realize. And yes, I watch a lot of YouTube. I follow a lot of people on YouTube. I love YouTube. I like to watch other people's stories, you know. But I didn't realize how, you know, open your life is. And some of the stuff you can't control, where the people don't know where you live and all that stuff. But I wasn't thinking like that. Like I said, I was just trying to, you know, show people about me and my mom and my aunt trying to lose this weight. So that really freaked me out. And I had stopped doing YouTube. I haven't did it since then. But now I'm getting back to it. And this one's just going to be about myself. Like, but that is the story time on why I stopped doing YouTube the first time. I hope y'all enjoy the story. Feel free to comment, subscribe, like. You know, I'm going to post all my social media. If you want to become my friends on there and talk to me about my situation and how I'm dealing with it now. I'm still struggling with the situation about my mom, because, you know, there's people out there that really go through stuff like that. And I could not imagine really going through something like that. And, you know, that has forever messed me up. Literally, like I said, still to this day. And this has been over a year now, still to this day, I lie to you not. If I call my mom, she don't answer that phone. Literally, I'm flipping out. And then when she do answer, I'm like, when I call you, you supposed to answer the phone. Like my mama knows. Like, and she be like, dang, Candace, I was in the bathroom or I was in the shower, and I'm like, nah, just not happening. So, like I said, I hope y'all enjoy the stories. It's more stories to come about my life, but this was the first story. I felt like this had to be my first story time, so y'all can know why I did stop doing YouTube the first time. I don't know what my next story gonna be about. My next story, you know what? I'm gonna go real deep with my next story. My next story is probably gonna be about, you know, why I feel like I'm ugly. Yes, you heard me right. Why I feel like I'm ugly. I swear I think I'm the ugliest thing in the world. And I know people gonna get on here and be like, hey, you not ugly. You know, I got family members, friends. You not ugly. You need to stop saying that. But hey, you can't tell me why I feel the way I feel. I'm gonna go into a story time on why I feel that way, so people can understand. I wish people just ask me why I felt that way instead of saying, "Can't you not ugly?" But at the end of the day, I feel like your friends and your family members supposed to tell you you're not ugly. They're your friends and your family members, you know. Boom. But that's just me. But that will be the next story time. Thank you again for coming to watch my channel, The Life of Big C. I hope y'all enjoy the story time. Like, subscribe, comment.
God on my side, I got nothing to hide, now I'm running from nothing.